What's a favorite memory from when we were dating? And what made it so fun?
Oh goodness.
It's a two-part question.
That is a lot. Okay, so our spontaneous day trip when we were visiting Malaysia, when we went down to Singapore.
Okay.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
And we like got up at like 3 a.m.
You got sick?
Okay, that's I was gonna tell a little bit of the story. We like booked the tickets the night before, like went down to Singapore for literally a day, left our house or your parents' house at like 3 a.m., drove to the airport, left our car there, went to Singapore, and just spent the whole day.
We were in Singapore for less than 24 hours.
Yeah. Yes.
And
And
we
we
flew
just
back.
were ridiculous tourists there and did all the touristy things.
You got sick.
And then I got food poisoning. But no, and it was a fun day, but I think what made it memorable was driving home. This is really bad, but it was
Yeah.
two things. Well, one, when I was in Singapore, remember I had the hiccups for
Yeah.
hours.
Yeah. Like, what's
And
going on?
it was
We
like
tried
the-
all these things.
It was like the funniest thing, but it was also like this weird, like,
Yeah.
because we hadn't been dating a super long time.
Yeah. That's the first, like, big thing that we did together. Travel together, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that was kind of like a funny thing with the hiccups. And then on the drive home from the airport, once you're back in Malaysia, me like throwing up in the car and you just being there for me. You like rubbed my back. You like didn't really know how you could help me.
Yeah.
But I feel like afterwards we were like bonded even closer
Oh, yeah.
in that moment.
That trip, we're getting married after that.
Yeah, basically.
We were solidified, right?
Basically, I feel like that trip. And I remember all these memories are just like floating back. I remember being on the plane ride home and just looking over at you and just thinking that like I was so in love with you, even though we had never told each other we loved each other at that point. I just remember feeling like in that moment I loved you so much that I was gonna marry you.
Wow.
And I was right.
I think at that point I wanted to marry you more than I thought it was the right thing. If that made any sense.
Kind of.
Yeah, I was like, I just wanted it so bad, you know? Like, I didn't even know it was. I was just so infatuated by you.
You still there?
Yeah.
Okay. Just double checking.
Your beautiful eyes.
Okay, next question.
You really do.
What things make you sad as a parent and as a spouse?
Make me sad.
I think I know the answer to this one.
As a parent and as a spouse?
Mm-hmm.
I think as a spouse, is that I don't have all of you after having kids. Make me kind of sad.
Okay.
I loved having you all to me. I could take over the world. I could do anything. I just had you by my side and you like with me, supporting me. I know I have to share that with the kids now. It's the reality of it. You know, do I like it? Not really, but it's something that I know it has to happen. Right? But yeah, so that's what makes me sad about a spouse. But kids, I don't know. The most superficial thing I can think of is that they don't like football or soccer. That would make me really sad.
That would make you sad, but that's not the truth now. Because
That's not the truth now,
Yeah.
yeah. Like right now, right?
Yeah.
That's not the question.
I was gonna say what makes you sad, especially with like Zayden, is you don't like to see him hurt.
Oh, I don't like to see anybody hurt.
Yeah, but I feel
Cheers drive me crazy.
like yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like when he like falls and gets hurt or whatever, like you have such like a
Oh yeah, that's not just him. It's even with you.
yeah. That's what I think. But for me too, like you
Yeah.
don't like to see me hurt, whether it's emotional pain or physical
Yeah,
pain.
I
you
just
don't
can't
like to
see anyone cry. But yeah, those are what kinds of things that make me sad.
But it also make you sad if your son ended up being a Manchester United fan.
Oof. Disown him. Oh, if money was no object. No object.
Okay.
All the money in the world.
Okay.
Where would you live?
Where would I live?
Oh, that's a great question actually. I do really want to know this.
I want to know that too, actually. I feel like I haven't traveled enough to really give a definitive answer.
Well, how about like the dream place, right? You're not gonna know it fully. You know, like, oh, it sounds romantic or sounds like
I
a
really,
dream
yeah.
destination or something.
I feel like it's so cliche, but I loved Paris when we were there.
Paris is great,
I
yo.
loved France in general.
Great food.
Oh, such food.
Everywhere you go.
And just the culture and the whole, like, even the ugly parts were beautiful.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know how to explain that.
Yep. The markets were filthy, but they were great.
Yes!
Yeah.
Yes! And, like, just, we would pop into the most random cafes and would get I literally
food.
have not stopped thinking about the omelet we ate.
Oh, that breakfast. Oh, man.
And that was, like,
It's
4
like-
years ago.
Yeah, I remember that.
And I still dream about that omelet. And at the time, I didn't really like omelets that much. Now I love omelets. Tangent. But I love, I would just want to just live in a beautiful vineyard in France.
Yeah. That'd be fine.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
Okay. I'm glad. Travel to England every once in a
We're on
while.
the same page.
Okay. Good. Money was no object. We'll move to France.
Yeah.
Learn French. Eat cheese. It'd be great.
Yeah. Sounds like a plan.
What's one mistake you keep repeating?
I keep repeating a mistake. Not having a consistent expectation of things, or it's like the mistake is I think certain things should be a certain way when sometimes they are not supposed to be that way.
Okay.
You know, like, I feel if examples here, okay, like, I feel the kids should be a certain way, and they're not. They're just kids. They make mistakes. They do stupid things. They, you know, 'cause that's like with kids.
Mm-hmm.
I want my job to go different. Like, I want my career to take off and be, you know, I'm an ambitious person.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I want to achieve a lot of big things. But I think the real expectation is that it takes time. It takes a lot of hard work, way more than I think it does. It doesn't come easy, so I need to work for it. And I can't just expect it to fall in my lap.
Mm-hmm.
Whether that's with kids, whether it's with my career, with my ambitions, anything. I think my expectations are like, I can do it, and sometimes I can't. And that's okay. But I still want to try.
Do you think it's a mistake to have these unrealistic expectations?
It's a mistake because you need to have, like, proper expectations, right? Yeah, I don't think it's... Because it can break you, and sometimes it does break me when I have this, like, really high expectations of myself, and then I place that on my kids and sometimes on you. So, yeah, it's a mistake, for sure, and I'll admit that. Still go for it, though.
Yes.
Not gonna change.
Nope. So nervous.
It's a question and answer I already know.
Oh, what's the fun in that then?
What was the best kiss of your entire life? I know exactly what's the answer.
You know exactly the answer, huh?
I'll let you go first, but I'll see if it's what I'm thinking is the same thing.
Same one. Okay, I mean, I feel like I have to say this one.
You don't have to. You can say something else. It's okay. You can say a different kiss that we had. It's okay. It doesn't have to be that kiss.
All these, like, the best, I have a hard time thinking of because I'm like, there's got to be something better than this one.
I mean, kissing did get better over time.
It did.
You know?
It did.
Kissing is much better now than it was initially.
Mm-hmm.
So you could pick something recent too. That's fine.
It's true.
Knowing that I'm the only person you kissed.
That is true. You're the only person I've ever kissed in my entire life. Okay, so it's not like a specific moment in time then. I think it's when you initiate and you just randomly come over to me and, like, give me a hug and give me a kiss.
Mm-hmm. Like in between the day kind of thing.
Yeah, it's not like one specific instance, but like
Yeah.
when you come over and just are really sweet and give me a kiss.
Okay, that's fair.
I don't have to ask for it. I don't have to initiate. You just come and kiss me, and I love that.
Yeah, and you know what was I thinking, right? Like,
Oh, of course.
Wedding first kiss.
Very.
That was the first time you kissed.
Yeah. My very first kiss ever was on our wedding day.
And we kissed for a long time.
I didn't realize how long it was, so I watched the wedding video. I was like, oh my goodness gracious.
You were going to town. That's okay.
In front of our friends and family.
We'll never forget that kiss.
We
though.
never will.
You made it so epic. I mean, we made it epic.
We made it up.
Yeah, it makes two.
It was a memorable time for sure.
It was.
But, I mean, that kiss. I mean, it's great because it was our first, but I feel like kissing has gotten a lot better over the years.
It's got a lot better.
It has. I felt like you were going to shake my hand. Like, thanks for the interview.
Thank you for the interview.
No, this was fun. I really enjoyed getting to talk out some of the questions with you. Some of your answers surprised me, but most of them, I felt like I would have guessed that's what you would have said. But I like learning new things about you.
Me too.
Makes me feel closer to you.
Me too.
Let's do some more often, okay? Without the cameras. We don't need that part.
Oh, with the camera.
Maybe. We'll see.
Okay.
I love you.
I love you too.